Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is November 2nd, 2017. We had some sun out earlier, starting to get a little more overcast now. We had rain quite a bit yesterday, so not a whole lot of fun that way, but what are you going to do? A couple quick things I want to mention while I'm thinking about it. A lot of people have asked to see the link on the Sarajevo documentary that one of my subscribers sent me, and I'm going to put that link down in the description so that you guys can go and watch that. Okay, I think it's worth watching. It's definitely an eye-opener. It's about a 21-minute video, but it's well worth watching. I really enjoyed it, and it really puts a lot of things into perspective. I mean, it's like, you know, people really don't have any kind of clue how bad things can really be, but that gives it a good idea with that. So that will be down in the description. Second thing I want to talk about real quick, Jason McDougal, just so you know, I've spoken with Legacy. They're going to be getting your bucket shipped out to you very soon, and the other giveaway winners, you'll be getting your guys' stuff real soon as well, just so you know. Okay, for those that were interested in getting some Legacy products, that I know that a lot of people had said they had gone to the website and that everything was like back ordered and sold out because of the two hurricanes that happened back to back. Okay, they're catching up now, so things are getting caught up. And here's the thing: if you wanted to be put on a list to be notified when something that you were interested in was available, in the description box when you go to Legacy, you put in your email and they'll shoot you an email when that product is ready so that you can order that. Okay, so that's just a little information, but they are catching back up now. Things are coming back online. So if you guys are still interested in checking out Legacy, like I said, I highly recommend them. The food has been awesome. We've done 4 reviews so far, Heather and I, and have not been disappointed. It's been really, really good food. So like I said, I highly recommend you go and check it out. We're going to probably do another review next week on another meal, because I still got a bunch of stuff that I can review yet. So we'll let you know how it is, okay? So I wanted to do a video today on quarantining somebody or a group of people. Okay, we're talking about an S.H.T.F situation, and let's say there's some kind of pandemic, some kind of bug that's going around. Okay, so here we are up here, we're isolated in our group. Family members have come and they want to join our group, okay, but we don't know if they're sick or they're not sick. So quarantining somebody is definitely something that you would have to do. Period of time, 10 days to 2 weeks realistically is what you would be looking at for as far as a quarantine time. Now what would that involve? Okay, so let's talk about that. Hello, Mr. Buddy. How are you? So what would involve quarantining? Like, basically, we have our main house here, we got the camper, you know, we got the building here, and then we have our other outbuilding. The other outbuilding could be like a perfect quarantine spot because it's farther away from everybody else. The people that were quarantined could be over there in that area, walking around in that area, but not being up here with everybody else. Okay, so you want to separate that person away from your group a decent distance. Okay, obviously they're gonna want to be able to eat and to clean themselves and stuff like that. But what you can do with something to that effect, which, you know, if like you're cooking the meal over here and you take a portion of that meal and you put it in certain bowls or cups or whatever just for them to use, okay, and then they wash their own bowls and cups type of thing, and you have that over there. So like you have maybe a pan, so they have bowls and cups that they're going to be using over there. So you have like a pan and you make your meal and you take part of that pan and you put it into whatever bowl you're going to do, and you take it over there and you give them that. Okay, and then when they're done with that, they bring that washed back to a designated spot, and then when you cook your next meal, you basically go and grab that bowl or whatever it is and put more food in that, and then they come back out and get it. You would have to have no contact with them. You would want them to be daily checking their temperatures to see that, make sure they're not running a fever, those type of things. So that's the way you're going to find out if people are sick or not. I mean, it could be even like me, you know, being masked up and you know, precautions that way to see if you know, go in and check temperatures, make sure nobody's sick, And then after that incubation period of whatever the virus would be is over, you know, and you realize that they're not sick, then they could join the group, okay? Now, if somebody was sick, unfortunately, you would have to make a tough decision there and keep them isolated and let that sickness either run its course to death or run its course so they got better, okay? But you cannot have them with the rest of the group if somebody is sick. I mean, family member, loved one, no matter what. Like, let's say Heather got sick, she would have to be quarantined, okay? I mean, you can't risk everybody else for the sake of one person, no matter how you feel about them emotionally. You have to take emotion completely out of it. You have to just, you know, and you've got to try to care for them as best you can, obviously, and give them whatever, nurturing and care that you possibly can to help them get better. You know, be it cold compresses, medicine, whatever you can do to help that, so they hopefully that they don't die. But if there was some kind of super bug let loose, guys, that was taking off a big chunk of the population, and you need to quarantine people that are coming up here and not allowing them close, and you got to tell them, listen, if you come closer than you are, say, 50 feet or 100 feet, I will shoot you. I mean, you're going to have to be that hard. And unfortunately, it's an unfortunate thing, okay? And you can't risk the rest of the group being sick because, Joe Blow relatives showed up, your sister showed up with her family, and oh, we're not sick, we're fine. But you got to make sure you have that incubation period. So like I said, you're going to have your 10 days to 2 weeks to keep them completely isolated from everybody else. And when I say completely isolated, I mean different building, and like I said, and then you're going to have to monitor them and make sure that people are okay. Daily temperatures, make sure nobody's running that fever, signs and symptoms of sickness, if they're coughing, if they're not coughing, all those type of things. So I'm watching a bee. Hello, Mr. Lucy. Everybody's coming to say hi while I'm making a video. So there was a bee right on the camera thing here. It's still there on the back side. But so anyway, that's what you're going to need to do in those type of circumstances. You're going to have to really be smart about it. You're going to want to try to make sure, like I said, if somebody does get sick, that you do the best that you can for them, depending on what the sickness is and how fast the course of it is. Somebody had mentioned too that, in the book 1 second or 1 second after, okay, and how a lot of the medical personnel after the big fight ended up getting sick and dying. That is a real possibility, guys. When you're caring for sick people, you're more susceptible to getting sickness. So I mean, those are things you got to consider too. I mean, it's part of it, That's why, I mean, I did the video, when do you not go to work in an S.H.T.F situation? At some point you have to make a hard call, and I talked about that, like I said, in another video. But that's the reality. That is absolutely the reality. So wanted to talk about this, get it out here. I definitely want your feedback on this, guys. I love, I gotta say, the interaction, people making comments, giving their opinions, their thoughts. It all works together, guys. I mean, I get really good advice from you guys, and I appreciate that, and I love the feedback, and that's what it's all about realistically. We're all in this together. When people talk about, around the world, we're all human beings. I don't care what country we're from. We're all human beings, and we're all in this together. So my friends over in Sweden, okay, my friends over in Australia, Great Britain, Germany, wherever you guys are, we're all human beings. And all us preppers, we're a small group of those people. And, you folks over there in Great Britain, the same thing. And we got to try to help each other. That's what this is all about. And, if we can continue to learn, bounce ideas off each other, what works, what don't work, all those type of things, that's very important, okay? So let me know what you think of the video. I appreciate all the support, guys. I really truly do. It's been awesome. The channel continues to grow, which is fantastic, and I love it. I love the interaction. I love talking with you guys. I just had my daughter on her Twitter account, I think. One of her friends, a friend of that friend said, "Oh my God, my dad and I watch your dad's videos all the time." So it just shows you really what a small world it is, and that's pretty cool. And you know, for that father and son that are watching my videos, I appreciate it, guys. I really do. And hopefully you learn something. And like I said, I'm willing to talk to anybody all the time. I tell people that all the time. Love to talk prepping. My daughter goes crazy with it sometimes. She's like, "Oh my God, Dad, you could talk prepping all the time." Absolutely could. Love it. Absolutely love it. You know, it's my passion. And I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to help you guys help yourself, okay? So anyway, I'm going to jump off of here. Remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. I just got a notification, so let me make sure it's not other. Can you pick me up at the bus stop? Imagine that. Yes, I guess I can. Okay, guys, so anyway, listen. Hold on one second. Yes. Okay, so hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember, guys, STD, it really is, it's a silly acronym, but it works. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever goals you're trying to reach, whatever you're trying to do, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. I'm going to flip it around here so you can see the sky. Very cloudy, ominous. Looks like we're going to get more rain. Alright, I'll talk to you all tomorrow. And look for the links for both Legacy. Will be down in the links, as well as that Sarajevo video. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Prep and Nurse went out for